PlayStation VR Worlds has a bit of a bad reputation, and most of it's undeserved. Far too often, it's looked at as a demo disc, and sometimes even confused with the actual pack-in demo. But what VR Worlds includes aren't demos at all, but 5 small, complete experiences, somewhat designed to escort you during your first few steps into virtual reality.
We may be able to ID what's going on from drone footage. They'll relay anything interesting to your comms unit.
Ocean Descent is one of the higher profile titles here. Sony used it to demonstrate VR for quite a while, so I'm glad it found a home in Worlds. Ocean Descent is unique amongst this collection because it's the only one that requires no actual input from the player. You sit there in a shark cage, and you get lowered further and further underwater, observing your surroundings, until finally getting attacked by a shark. It's convincing enough, made even more convincing by the VR helmet strapped to your head, mimicking the feel of a diving mask. It's something you'll do once, won't do again, and then probably show to all your non-gamer friends trying out VR for the very first time.
You'll need these.
The London heist has been hailed as the reason to buy VR Worlds. Although it's well acted, far too much of it forces you to sit and listen to other characters talk to you while you occupy your time by playing with items that are within your arm's reach. 2 move controllers will really improve your experience here, and while it's fun to smoke a virtual cigar, it's odd that none of your virtual acquaintances ever react to your attempts to, say, light their face on fire.
So all you've got to do is walk in, get the diamond, and walk out again. Reload your muppet!
But the London heist only truly shines during its final action sequence. Riding shotgun and shooting bad guys is just a lot of fun. Everything in this van can be manipulated and played with, but you'll be too busy shooting and reloading to care. I know, it's hard to get excited about Pong, regardless of how VR it is. But if you do need a version of it in your life, Danger Ball is one of the better ones. The clean visuals and precise head tracking make this an easier game to play in my tiny apartment than its move-controlled, acid-induced peers. But no matter how you spin it, Pong is still Pong. And that means that there's very little here that you'll want to come back for. VR Luge is a game I really wanted to like. Careening down hills on a street luge at top speeds, avoiding traffic and obstacles, sounds and even looks enthralling. Tilting your head to steer, though, never quite feels right. Probably because, like the majority of gamers, I'm playing this game sitting down, not laying down like my on-screen avatar. And while my speedometer often clocks in at over 100 miles an hour, my brain just isn't convinced. As such, once you've ricocheted off 40 or 50 walls, you're probably going to want to move on from this one too.
Meteors incoming! Get moving, Scavenger! Head for that breach in the ship's hull.
Which leaves only Scavengers Odyssey, the most complete feeling game of the lot. Combining DualShock 4 controls with great head tracking, you'll pilot your craft around alien worlds, leaping and rotating in zero gravity, shooting hordes of creatures, and even throwing objects with a requisite tractor beam. It makes me wonder if this title wasn't destined for more. It's definitely the most underappreciated title in VR Worlds, and it's also a great opportunity to discover if and how much motion sickness will affect you. It's a pretty fun game that you'll only want to play in short bursts. Ultimately, PlayStation VR Worlds is never more than the sum of its parts. At roughly $8 per game, it would be hard to argue that standouts like the London Heist and Scavengers Odyssey didn't make up for the lesser titles here. And let's be honest, standing back and watching your friends get attacked by a ravenous shark might alone be worth the price of admission.